Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about the movie Argylle. My daughter and I went to go see it last night on Tuesday. It won't be a last night for whenever I upload this, but you guys know what I mean. Before we get to that, make sure you hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, and when I get to 500 subscribers, I will tell all of you my wonderful story about me getting catfished on Valentine's Day. So that's a little incentive for you to hit that subscribe button, just at the bottom of your screen. You can do it. I believe in you. It's a really good story. You'll want to hear it. All right. Okay. So, Argylle. I'm going to try not to spoil so much of the movie, but really to talk about why I hate the movie, I kind of have to spoil some of it. And, well, I should say my daughter is here. Kiddo is probably going to say things, so, also, Kiddo doesn't like to be on camera or name said, so it's Kiddo. Yes. You had your hand up.
Just say I wasn't being like I want to talk now. I'm just saying you should be like I'm gonna spoil it. You haven't seen it. Don't want it to be spoiled. Don't watch this video. Oh my god, such a crazy concept.
Yeah. Well,
She has amnesia. It's an amnesia plot. It's a dumb amnesia plot. Okay, sorry. I'm just being an asshole.
I'll just spoil it all for you. I'm leaving that in.
Romance. The cat doesn't die.
Okay. Yeah, so we went to see it last night. I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I don't know. It seems like it wanted to be something it's not. I understand why there are bad movie reviews. I was kind of expecting Argylle to be more like Stranger Than Fiction when I saw the preview about how like it was like whatever she writes it comes true as like a prediction, because that's what Stranger Than Fiction is. Like she writes down the story and it's actually the person. So I thought that that's what it was, but yeah, and it kind of not being that, and it being about her having amnesia and then mind control, it just seemed like
Control was a 3-second plot. It's not even that major. Just like
well, no, it kind of did, because at the end of it, when
the last
yeah,
5 minutes,
the last 5 minutes,
and it
there
came out of absolutely nowhere.
a lot of the issues that a lot of the subplots and plots and whatever are like ideas that came out of absolutely nowhere. Like that's the problem.
The foreshadowing, because I don't like amnesia plots. I think they're fucking dumb and overused shit.
Yeah.
But, like, I liked the concept of it with her brain trying and fighting to get her to remember her past life by getting her to write down her life in novels.
Yeah.
Which I think that's a cool as shit plot idea.
That is, yeah, like there totally could have been more to that. Like if they would have just stuck with that little bit of it, but instead of, I don't know.
I feel like they needed to slow down, because the movie was like how long?
2 hours. Okay. It wasn't that long.
Like they could have cut out so fucking much.
Yeah.
Of that movie. Like them hypnotizing her.
Yeah.
Was okay. Sure. Whatever. I can live with that. But like, just the wild goose chase they were going on, I didn't like, because they didn't need to do that.
No.
Because like, I think that the writers were like, oh, well, the villains obviously need a reason to hunt them down. They have one. She's like a crazy spy that was working on both sides. Why would they not hunt her down?
Yeah.
Why would they not do that? They didn't need the stupid silver bullet plot line that didn't need to happen.
I've kind of forgot about that whole, like, yeah,
that
the truth.
The entire reason they were hunting her down
was the silver bullet. Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, so he could get so Samuel L. Jackson could get the files.
And then they burn it, and it was like, oh no, what are they gonna do? And then they somehow get it back?
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't explained. Like, it was for 3 seconds, but it didn't make any sense. Why would that file already be in the enemy's system enough for them to be able to send it? And like, the thing where they're like, oh, we need his eyes to be able to unlock the file, and then the cat scratches out his eyes so they can't use it, and they're like, okay, then how did you send it to him? I don't actually understand how they overrode
they had to go down to the bottom.
Top.
Oh, they had to go to the top and use the master system.
Then why didn't they just do that
I
originally?
don't know. That's what I'm saying, and how I think it's trying to be. There's trying to be Bullet Train, because like how
I don't think it was trying to be Bullet Train. I think it just had a lot of ideas, and the writers were just very excited to be able to like do all of those ideas.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
I don't know. Like, let's see why I think it's trying to be Bullet Train is because with Bullet Train there was like 5 or 6 different little subplots, small little stories, right? Like that they kind of just randomly told throughout the story, right? But they did it successfully. They right, and they also had a lot of really big actors, like they did in Argylle. Like they had Bryan Cranston, Samuel L. Jackson, and Catherine O'Hara, which was the woman who played in Beetlejuice, right? I was like, the whole time I was like, I know that lady, I know her. And then this morning I was like, it's Beetlejuice mom. The mom, Catherine O'Hara. She also plays in Schitt's Creek. Yes.
Oh, that was her mom.
The mom. Yeah, but that's so there's like, that's why I think it was kind of trying to be Bullet Train, because it had lots of different sort of subplots, small little stories, and big actors, but things just didn't land. Like that's why. And then like legit the best part of the movie was the cat. And they kept trying to they put him like, well, no, he didn't really try to kill him. Cats have.
They kept trying to kill him. The writers kept trying to kill him.
I guess.
Because like there was this thing where he was like, all right, throws him off a fucking building.
To see if there was
5 minutes after they almost got him blown up by a bomb.
Yeah, but they were trying to test. See, they were trying to test to see if there was a thing that they could land on, and because cats land on their feet and they can fall safer from a higher distance than they can from a lower distance. The logical thing was to throw the cat.
I understand that, but then they jumped after.
Because the cat was fine.
They jumped after, which would have absolutely just killed the cat, because there's no way they wouldn't have landed on it.
Or the cat wouldn't have ran away or jumped into the water or any of those things, right? Like the cat wouldn't have stayed there. It just didn't. Yeah, that's a thing that it wouldn't. Yeah. So the movie is about a writer named Ellie Conway, and she writes novels about spies. And at first glance, it seems that what she is writing is what she's is the predictions, but that's not actually what it is. And then it kind of, at first glance, it almost like, at the beginning of it, I kind of thought that she didn't really have any connection or why, or things like I said, Stranger Than Fiction, but yeah.
And then, like, when when she did remember everything, she just kind of, her personality switched in 3 seconds, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Like, she went from one very timid, terrified,
Anxiety
anxiety-filled person to badass in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
She had zero hesitation in any situation, zero, like, stress,
Yeah.
zero any of that. Like, she remembered everything, and then she was like, where the fuck did her diagnosed anxiety go?
Yeah.
Where did that go?
Where did that go? Her stomach issues, her stress. Yeah. Where did all of that go? Cat. Cat. She is fluffy and baby-like. There was a lot of, like, stupid concepts. It was, like, really stupid. It was just stupid. But, like, it was funny stupid. But I don't know. Like, I feel like I have to take the meat, the food out of the oven right now. And all the stupid Apple references and how every electronic device that was featured in the movie was an Apple device because it was an Apple production. Like, it's like so stupid how they kept on making like the Steve Jobs references, because I'm pretty sure that there's a heck of a lot more smarter people than Steve Jobs. But the one of the spies was like, her ambition was to be smarter than Steve Jobs. I'm like, I'm not saying that he wasn't a smart man, because he was a very, very intelligent man and he made a lot of money, and if he didn't pass away, I'm sure he would have done more crazy, insane things, because innovation and intelligence that I do not have. About the jumping around, like, it just seemed like the jumping around everywhere is like going from not being like, why did it need to jump around from place to place to place? Like, kind of like, why like, it just kind of just seemed like it needed to go through like the editing process more. Like, there wasn't much flow for it. Like for 1 minute she was in the train, then the next minute they were in a hotel, and then and then she was with her mom, and then that hotel, and then they were at a farm, and then not only were they at like these places in like a different city, it was like these places in different countries. Like,
I feel like I fully understand what you mean, but like I feel like that it was kind of just making fun of a lot of writers.
Yeah.
There's a lot in her books.
Mm-hmm.
She would do that. Like they say it that like she just jumps around from place to place to place in her writing.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of references towards authors doing that. So maybe it was just them trying to make fun of authors.
Yeah, maybe, like, definitely think that this movie was more of a satire, like a joke movie, than, like, I don't think, like, it's not supposed to be serious. No. Like, at all. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel like the movie was ready to be released. I definitely feel like it needed more. And I'm saying this by knowing very, very minimal about editing myself, or how to make a movie, or anything. And the only expertise I have is watching a lot of movies. So, take that as you will. My thoughts as a grain of salt, because, like, but, like, I guess it definitely seemed like a major letdown. It's just, yeah. But I do want to rewatch the movie again, because I definitely feel that our experience was ruined by all of the people who just didn't give a fuck in the theater. Like,
I don't know if I'm autistic or what, was like 3 seconds away from fucking melting down.
Because of all the people
Who with the phones on max brightness.
I know. And then people like on Messenger texting and
there was a guy who literally like directly in front of me who was reading Webtoon. And Webtoon's just like a comic app.
Are you seriously?
Yes.
He's reading like
a comic in a movie theater.
Like why? And then
like a couple rows in front of me, like the woman who like half the fucking movie she was doing this, literally reading a goddamn novel on her phone.
Yeah, a phone or Kindle or whatever it was. Yeah, on Bright. I saw that too, and she was like in the front row. Yeah.
Everyone in the theater absolutely was bothered by that.
Everyone in the theater was bothered by that. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah, and that old man with his phone and then Siri turned on because he had his phone out, and then something said, and then Siri activated.
Like, you shouldn't even have your phone out in the movie.
Like yeah.
Respectfully, if you need to check your phone, go to the bathroom for 5 minutes. Like, I understand there are reasons why you would want to periodically check your phone. Like, Mom, she gets very anxious if she does not constantly know the time. So some people just need to check their phones sometime for whatever reason. But if you need to check your phone, exit the theater.
Yeah.
And if you can't last long enough to be able to watch and understand a movie while also like going to the bathroom every once in a while for whatever reason, then wait until the movie is just released so you can watch it in your own home
and look through the phone.
Pause it or just watch your phone while you're watching a movie, because I do that. I like multiple sounds going off at once as long as they're voluntary.
Exactly. Like we'll be watching a movie and on our phone and playing Sims or which is what my daughter is doing right now. You know, playing The Sims on her computer. Yeah, eating pizza pockets. I guess, like, I don't know. It's just, like, that's what, like, Larry was saying at work. That people are just, like, this is the day and age that people can't even stay away from their phones for that long. And it's just, it makes no sense. Like, my phone stays in my pocket. Like, it was under the seat. I didn't look at my phone until after we had left the theater and, like, out of the mall and everything. I'm like, oh, yeah, now I'm going to look at my phone. Like, you know?
You hadn't even looked at your phone until you were on the bus.
Yeah.
We were on the bus when you checked your phone.
Yeah. Like, I don't, like, you know, and when I'm sitting at home, I'm looking at my phone every 2 fucking seconds. Like, you know? Always. But not in the theater. Remember, like, those... when they had them, I think they should start putting them back up on the theaters. They're reminding just before the movie starts to remind people to turn off their cell phone because it's bright and it bothers people. Yeah.
During previews, I'll be on my phone because I just don't care about the previews 85% of the time. But the second that, like, the theater starts to get dark, I know that's when my phone's going to start to get annoying, because when you're in a dark room, your technology is going to glow so much more and be so much more obvious. Even if it's at the lowest brightness you can put it, it is still so obvious that you're on your phone.
Like, there's the 2 guys that were in front of you who came in, like, really late throughout the movie. Buddy was on Messenger and he was texting. He had texted, like, 3 or 4 different people. It's like, fuck off, shut up.
Like, you don't...
Even if his phone was on dark, it's bothersome. Like, the only one that gets a pass, and which I don't like, which is a reason which I thought about buying them, but and it makes me not want to buy them anymore. The guy who had the Apple Watch, or like because every time he moved his wrist, it you know, it lit up, and and his phone, his Apple thing was on dark, like it was on dark mode, but like it wasn't.
Power them off. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either, because I don't know, but like that's the only one that I would think didn't really have a choice, because it was like it's just watch.
Or like the people who sit at the very front of the theater who have like subtitles.
Yeah. So like we were at the movies not too long ago, and there was a man who had his phone, and it was subtitles, and it was a dark screen, and the words were green.
Red.
Were they red? I thought that they were green.
You're colorblind. Mom, you think your clearly red blanket is orange?
It is orange, and if there wasn't a bunch of stuff piled on my bed, I would show the class, the people.
They were red. It was red.
It's
red.
orange.
It was red.
It's orange. It's a burnt orange.
No,
it's a
I'm
burnt.
talking about the subtitle thing is red.
I thought it was green.
Red.
Are you sure?
Uh,
I could have sworn it was green.
colorblind.
I'm not colorblind. I just have a really bad memory.
Which side of your lit up camera is red and which one's green?
Green, red.
You pointed to the opposite side.
Green, red. Green, red. Green, red.
Maybe it was just because it was dark.
Yeah, and I have a bad memory. Okay, but yeah, but that is our thoughts on Argylle. I hope that you guys do go see the movie, and then you can talk to me about it, and then we can all have a wonderful discussion. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because seriously, that catfish story, like, man. Yeah. So, all right. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and my wonderful child. And we'll see you next time.